say your past shapes who you are, but what if your past tried to destroy you? Welcome to After the Storm. Every storm ends with light. Subscribe for stories that heal. This is the story of Emily Carter, a woman who turned her pain into power, her scars into strength, and her silence into a voice that could save lives. She was born in the United Kingdom, the third child in her family. She had a brother and a sister, a loud home filled with noise, but not always love. Her childhood wasn't filled with bedtime stories or warm hugs. It was filled with arguments echoing through thin walls, broken trust, and quiet tears. Her parents argued almost every night. Their voices were sharp, their silence even sharper. So Emily learned early how to hide, how to smile when she wanted to cry, how to act strong when her world was falling apart. She became the quiet one, the listener, the one who carried pain and never showed it. Every day she learned how to survive. But survival isn't living. It's just breathing in fear and exhaling hope. But deep down, even when life felt unbearable, a tiny spark inside her refused to die, a spark that whispered, "You are meant for more." When Emily turned 18, she made a choice, a brave one. She packed her small suitcase and left. No money, no plan, just freedom and fear. Freedom didn't feel like peace. It felt cold. It felt lonely. But it was the first step toward healing. She rented a tiny room in London, worked 2 jobs. Sometimes she didn't eat just to pay rent. And at night, she'd cry quietly, wondering if she made a mistake. But even through the tears, she whispered to herself, "I can't go back. I have to keep going." Depression became her shadow. It followed her everywhere. There were nights when she wanted to give up, when the world felt too heavy and her heart felt too tired. She questioned everything, her worth, her future, her purpose. But the same fire that pushed her out of that house refused to let her fade. She sought help, therapy, books, meditation. Every small step was a war against the darkness inside her, and slowly, victory began to bloom. One night, she opened a book about the brain, about how the mind works, how it heals, and something inside her shifted. For the first time, she thought, maybe if I can understand my mind, I can fix it. She became obsessed with learning. The brain fascinated her, how it stores memories, how it breaks under pain, and how, somehow, it can recover. With each passing year, Emily began to rebuild herself, not as the broken child she was, but as the woman she was meant to be. She discovered her passion for the human mind, for healing, for understanding, for science. That spark from her childhood became a purpose. She started to dream again. She wanted to study neuroscience. So she applied to university, got rejected, applied again, got rejected again. But Emily didn't quit. She applied one more time, and this time, she got in. It was proof that even broken people can build new lives. University wasn't easy. She worked long hours, studied all night, and fought exhaustion every single day. But every time she wanted to quit, she remembered that little girl who had no one, and she studied for her. Every exam she passed, every late night she survived, wasn't just an achievement. It was healing. Days turned into nights, and failure turned into lessons. Years passed. Emily graduated with honors, then went on to medical school, and eventually became a neurosurgeon, one of the most respected in her field. And that scared, silent girl became Dr. Emily Carter, a neurosurgeon. The same hands that once trembled in fear now held the power to save lives. She went from the girl who used to cry in silence to the woman who saves lives every day. She worked harder than anyone expected, because when pain becomes your teacher, success becomes your promise. The little girl who once feared the world now stood in an operating room, holding a beating heart in her hands, knowing she had made it. But the most beautiful part? She didn't just heal others, she healed herself. And maybe that's what life is about, turning pain into purpose. Emily's story isn't about being perfect. It's about never giving up. It's about rising every time you fall. It's about choosing to fight, even when no one believes you can, because pain doesn't define you. It refines you. It makes you who you're meant to be. Your past doesn't decide your future. What matters is the choice you make. Was to keep going, to keep believing, to keep becoming. So if you're watching this right now and your heart feels heavy, remember Emily. Remember that even in your darkest moments, you are being shaped for something greater. And remember that healing takes time, that sometimes life breaks you, only so you can rebuild stronger. But one day, you'll look back and realize you were never breaking, you were becoming. Every scar is a story of survival. Every tear is proof that you're still fighting. And one day, you'll look back and realize you made it. You can rise. You can heal. You can begin again. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, and share it with someone who might need hope today. And if you'd love more healing and inspiring stories, make sure to subscribe to After the Storm. Every storm ends with light.